everybody, welcome to March's home video. I was thinking for the first couple of weeks in March, what is this home video going to be about? And as the month has gone on, I have decided that it's probably best to make a list of things to do when you get bored. So if you're anything like me and you like writing things down, grab yourself some paper and a pen and we'll get started. So as you know, it's March 2020 and it's been an unprecedented month for change. I've had all of my gigs for March, April and May cancelled. Any film work that I have has also been cancelled, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be having any auditions anytime soon. So I think the first thing to do is to try to adapt to the changing situations. There's only so much one person can do. However, collectively, I think we make a big difference. We've seen that recently within our communities. So do what you can. The first thing to do is to feel your feelings. Like, it's really hard and you can accept that it's a challenging time. But if you try to ignore it or deny it, it's only going to be harder. So accept the situation if you can, and write it down if it helps. It certainly helped me. Yesterday, I think I spent 6 hours on social media and on the internet looking at things, and I ended up having a headache all day long, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I've got it. Turns out today, after a good night's rest, I feel amazing, and I have looked at my phone for maybe 45 minutes today. As you can tell, the sun's still shining. It's just about to go down. It is 4:42 and I'm feeling a lot better today. I think it's good to be informed, but don't be inundated, because it just takes its toll on you. It's stressful and it can make your mind think things that aren't true. So look after yourselves, okay? And it's okay to feel, if you're feeling upset and sad and scared, it's okay, and know that you're not alone and we can all help each other. So my next thing on my list is to keep your routines. So if you have a job and you can work from home, fantastic, that's brilliant. I'm so happy for you. I have a friend who he's editing photography. He does photography, so he's editing at home and he's still got a job, and that's great. And I'm so pleased, because it gives the rest of us hope. But even he knows that maybe that will dry up. If you've still got a job which you can do for the foreseeable, fantastic. And just understand how lucky you are. So if you don't have a job, that's okay. A lot of us, we're going to be able to adapt. There is some support. If you're in the UK, we have a bit of support from the government, so hopefully that will come to be. And you can, in the meantime, you can support those key workers and thank them and give them as much help as you can, offer help where you can, do everything that you can, because we don't know what's happening. So we just got to roll with it, I guess. The next thing on my list is to forgive yourself. Now, I know some of you will have been afraid and you might have gone out there and bought too much of something. And that's not great, but it's done. It's in the past now. So you have to deal with the feelings that you're feeling and decide where you want to go on from here. So if you think, right, I've got way too many bog rolls and I know my neighbour is running out, then offer it to them and don't make a profit. Don't be one of those dicks that's making profit out of this. You know, we're all suffering. I kind of I never bought any toilet roll, because I thought, well, my toilet is right next to the shower, so you can use your imagination. So my question is, do you really need bog rolls? But never mind the bog rolls, whatever it is that you've panicked buy too much of, offer it to people who need it, and forgive yourself. So the next thing is to be grateful. I have a friend of mine, and recently she posted, I'm so gutted that I can't go on holiday and I can't do the things that I really wanted to do. But it's not like she's never been on holiday before. So be grateful that you have had positive experiences in the past, and that it's good to write it down if you can. So every day I get up and I've been writing a gratitude journal. So all it is I just write 3 things that I'm happy for. And I've been doing that since the beginning of the year, and it's really helped me be a little bit more positive. especially when it comes from the heart. And there's so many things to be grateful for right now. I know there's a lot of scary stuff, but there's lots of positives too, so cling on to them. Yeah, I said be informed, but don't be inundated. Just be careful. I was going back to what I was saying earlier with being on social media for too long. Next thing I've put is drink some water. So it's good to stay hydrated and look after yourselves. Also, this might be fun if you want to do this, is plant something. If you've got the facility to do it, then plant something. It's really fun to see how things grow, especially over this time that we have. So yes, plant something and see how it does. Next on my list I've got is learn a language or an instrument. If you're stuck inside at the moment, this is a perfect time for you to actually do those things that you've always wanted to do. So whether it is a language, an instrument, or something else, give it a go. And you don't have to be an expert in it in one day. It's one of those things that's going to take time. So just do it day by day, bit by bit, and you'll be surprised at how much progress you make. Next up is cooking a proper meal. Make sure you look after yourself by being healthy and cooking. You don't have to cook every day, but you can cook yourself a nice meal. And if, like me, you live on your own, you can freeze portions of it. Or you can just do a massive batch cook and then freeze it for your family as well. My sister does that. She did that before any of this happened. And I think she's good for a couple of months because of everything she has in her freezer. Next up is budget if you need to. This is quite important for those of you who don't really know what's happening, like myself. I have no idea when I'm going to get any money come into my account. So I have set a budget for this time. It's difficult to do because you just don't know what's happening, but at least you can kind of go, right, I can eat for the next 4 weeks if I spend £8 on my weekly shop, or whatever it is for you. I know everybody's different and countries are entirely different as well, so just do what you can because it will help you mentally stop stressing about the fact that you don't know what's coming next. Spring cleaning. This is one of my favorite things to do anyway. I love cleaning a little bit too much, but yeah, I really encourage it. I mean, it's the time of year, it's spring, so why don't you just do some spring cleaning? I like to sit in the room that I'm going to clean that day and just have a look around and go, right, okay, I need to get rid of the cobwebs, I need to clean all the surfaces, I need to do the floor, I need to maybe clean out that cupboard. There's so many things that you can do, like the cupboards here, you can clean underneath the cupboards, and also at the bottom in the kitchen, underneath the bottom of the cupboards. Yeah, grab yourself a toothbrush and go to town, baby. Okay, next up I've got stay in touch with friends and family. This is a great thing these days because we have WhatsApp and FaceTime, so go to town, enjoy it. There's so many features on there that I didn't know exist, and I have, thanks to the last week of FaceTiming and WhatsApping with my mother, so that's fun to learn. Another thing to do is actually shut everything off and read. That's the best way that I found is reading, is just to put everything on silent and to spend an hour just reading, and it's really refreshing for me. Hopefully you find that too. Another thing you can do just to calm down is to breathe and to meditate. There's loads of wonderful apps online, loads of free apps that you can use to meditate, so go ahead and download one of those. Next up is entertainment, so keep yourself entertained. I don't have a TV, but I know there's loads of really great things on the TV and on Netflix, and also there's other ways to look at things. So I listen to podcasts, and there's loads of great funny podcasts out there, interesting factual podcasts as well, historical podcasts. There's podcasts for anything pretty much. So yeah, get on to the podcasts and enjoy that. So next up on my list, I've got 5 things left. So next up on my list is maintenance. So maintenance around your home, in the garage, on your car, on your push bike, whatever it is. If something needs doing, now's the time. Just be careful not to do any major projects, because the last thing you want to do is fall off a ladder or cut yourself with I don't know, anything crazy and then have to go to the hospital. Yeah, we want to keep you safe, and I think the safest place for you at the moment, unless you need help, is out of the hospital. Okay, so just go light on any home maintenance that you have to do. The next one is quite deep. The next one is be ready for things to get worse before they get better. So when things go wrong, know that you have love. I love you, because I would not be making this video for you if I didn't. I love people, and you have friends and family who love you too. So even if you're on your own and you're self-isolating like me, don't forget that there are people out there that love you, including me. Okay. This is quite fun. So make a photo book of last year. Who knows how long this thing is going to last, and even if we get through it, we may have to social distance for I don't know, a year, 2 years, who knows? Nobody knows. So make a photo book of last year. So this last year in your life, where you've been able to hug people, kiss people, pat people on the back, shake hands, things that we have taken for granted and that we may not be able to do so easily in the next few months. So make a photo book. It will make you happy. It will restore your faith in other people during this difficult time. Okay, 2 left. Next up, organise your wardrobe. Oh no, I just touched my face. Shh, it's okay. I will wash my hands as soon as I've finished. Next up is organise your wardrobe and clean it too. So I actually really have enjoyed decluttering my wardrobe, and there's lots of great resources out there if you want to do that. It actually makes it a lot easier to get dressed in the morning. I know that a lot of us will be stuck inside anyway, so we won't be worrying about what we're wearing. Not that you should ever worry anyway. I think you should feel comfortable and enjoy whatever it is that you're wearing. But now might be a good time to go through your wardrobe and say, right, I've never worn that, or I hardly ever wear that, or that doesn't go with anything, so I don't know why I have it. And it's just a good chance for you to organize that. And also, it, for me, when I did it way before any of the stuff that's recently has been happening, I felt a lot less stressed. I didn't go through all my stuff, I've got nothing to wear. It's like, okay, well, I've got these 3 tops to wear today, I feel like I'm going to wear that one, and the decision was done. You know, I didn't have to stress about it, I didn't have to think too much about it, just got on with my day, and I was able to do more creative things like this. So that's my second to last one. My last one is to declutter your home. Now this is going to be a big job, and things have changed recently, and we have to bear in mind that charity shops might not be taking our stuff for quite some time. So we have to be really vigilant and think about decluttering. So when you are decluttering your home, do it slowly. That's the best advice I can give at this moment. Do it slowly, because A, it's quite hard work, and B, we don't know what we can do with our excess stuff at the moment. So look at all of the things that you have, decide on what you need, and then go from there. The best thing that I've always done is made 3 piles. Yes, I love this, I'm never ever going to get rid of this, or I can't see myself getting rid of this. B, this is useful to me, and you know, I use it a lot, or I like it a lot. And then C, I'm not really sure if I ever use that, and actually it's torn or it's broken, so I just should get rid of it. So yeah, that concludes my list of things to do in your board. This is the longest video I've done so far, and I'm sorry that it's been long, but hopefully you feel like you've had a little time with me in my kitchen here today. And if you're lonely, then yeah, me too. But I know together with the community, we are going to get through this. And until we do, I send you a big virtual hug and lots of love from me to you. Thanks, everybody. Take care.